There is only one way to predict the future, and it's to look at the past. And why is that? It's because really there is nowhere else to look. Unless you have a crystal ball. I don't have one, but if you do have one and it works really well, then please share it with me. I would love to know. But the only way I can think and imagine the past and make a prediction, really, it's to look at my experience, my background, what I know, what I can remember from my past experience. This is how learning occurs. We do things and then we move through time and then we look back and we do things differently. Hopefully, we adapt thanks to this. And therefore, when we activate this process, we grow our conscious. We become maybe smarter, but it's not always easy. A quick question you can ask yourself that will give you a jolt of dopamine and probably steer you to a more positive set of intentions for your day, your week is, what is new and good? This question will make you want to think a little bit about the past, the recent past. I ask myself this question on a regular basis, typically every week, but sometimes almost every day. And I stop for a moment, I focus on my journal, and I ask myself, what is new and good? I always come up with surprising discoveries, remembering, reminiscing of the recent past. And today is February 1st, 2024. And I did this exercise with people in my group program, the MetaHelm Change Makers. And I suggested we should do this exercise, and I did it with them. And what came to me is that what is new and good is that I have a new weekly structure. I have a new way to schedule my time in my week. It's an updated way. I've evolved that structure years over years over years over years. And something I recommend really doing is blocking your time, figuring out the blocks when you do things. Many of the blocks that I have on my schedule are for my clients, my group program, my services. And some of those blocks, obviously about half of them, are for me to work on my business, take some distance, create, write, organize things, take a look and take care of administrative tasks and so on, so that my expertise business continues to grow in a healthy way. And one of the things that I noticed in this new way to organize my weeks, what is really new and good about this new way to organize my week is that intuitively, I organized it so that there is more space in between those blocks. It's almost like if you thought about a building, built out of bricks or building blocks, there's more space because in between those spaces is energy. There is something that makes those blocks more coherent, that help me flow from one to the other more smoothly. And there is even a day on Fridays now when I take a client sabbatical. My Fridays are a day when I don't take scheduled client calls. Maybe I will help with an emergency or if there is no other way, but the intention is to preserve this day for more, I would say, more space for things to emerge, for relationships to continue to build, for creativity to be there. And as I think about how I intuitively organize my week, I can almost picture on my schedule those blocks of times. I can see that, and through them, I can see the creative energy that flows through them. And it's interesting because as I go through my day, sometimes I've ideas just popping in my mind out of nowhere. I have to tell you that yes, I have what is called attention deficit. To me, it's not abnormal. That's my normal, but for many people, it's abnormal. But that's another debate here. And my mind has this great power of being able to be distracted with very healthy things. But I also learned over the years many strategies to have a conversation with my mind and make sure it's focused when it needs to be focused. Yet giving me this wonderful balance of schedule time and focus time, and moments when I can just let my mind wander and invite my creative energy to play with my mind so that I come up with more ideas. Now, the thing is that I also noticed that that energy tends to ebb and flow depending on where I am. And maybe that happened to you, but I tend to have a lot of interesting ideas under the shower. um, Here at this desk, or when I go on a walk, and I go on a daily walk, anywhere between 15 to an hour and 15 minutes down and uphill here in Seattle. So my creative energy flowing through the day is my opportunity to connect with more ideas, to really invite that inspiration to come through the day. But the thing is, I don't wait for it to do things. I've said it before in many other of my videos and my articles, my blog posts, and my posts on social media, that waiting for inspiration is for beginners. You have everything you need to create flow on demand and to create focus on demand. There are many ways, many techniques to create this, but I've proven it countless times. I don't wait for inspiration, but I create room for inspiration to help me create more. Now it's up to me to figure out and test different moments when my energy is more conducive to that kind of magical process. So thanks to that new weekly structure, that new weekly schedule, I'm testing with moments of magic, where and when they might occur, when they might happen. This is a phenomenon that is described by Elizabeth Gilbert in her book. I think it's called The Big Magic. Read it. It's a magical book. No pun intended. But I invite you to think about your productivity rhythms, your practice of healthy productivity as a blank canvas for you to test when and where you might tap into your creative genius more easily. Maybe it's not in front of a digital desk like this one with a computer, a camera, and a screen. Maybe it's in front of an analog desk, something that the author Austin Kleon has built for now many years. He has this analog desk where he has no electronics, just paper, books, and pens and markers and paint and things he can do with his hands, because that's how he's used to tap into his creative genius. Maybe it is on a walk, like for me, maybe it's under the shower, wherever this might be, doesn't matter. It's up to you to figure it out. So I hope that in this video, you were able to glean some insights that are going to help you build a more healthy productivity practice, a better one, and help you really look at your creative energy as this magical source of, I would say, miracles, maybe. So expect miracles. I will leave you with that. Thank you so much. And as always, I welcome your comments or questions. I'm always thrilled to answer any thoughts aligned to this idea you may have, to answer to them. Okay, I'll see you next time. Thank you so much.